Today we're going to talk about how to read food labels. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Natalie Gonzalez, and I'm here to teach you how to read a label confidently when you're in the grocery store so that you know exactly what you're buying and so that you can make wise choices when it comes to the foods that you buy. So let's get started. The manufacturers in many cases don't really want you to know. So you've got to be able to look at that label and clearly define the things that you want to see on a food ingredient label. One of the biggest problems that people have when they go to the store is they don't have their glasses, so they cannot see the labels. And that's what manufacturers are hoping will happen, is that if they print it small enough or you cannot see the label, you won't bother to read it. And it's put you at a real disadvantage to not be able to see that label. If you're somebody who's really techie and you're young, you would take a picture of it and you would blow it up so you could see it. But some of us who are older don't think to do that. It is a way to do it, but just taking your glasses is probably the easiest. We're going to start with something really simple, peanut butter. This is the one that I usually buy, and I get it from Costco. It's Kirkland brand. It's creamy peanut butter, and it says organic on it. So those are the criteria that I really like to see if I can find that. On the back, what I'm looking for are hopefully peanuts and no sugar and maybe a little bit of salt. And the other thing you might find are some extra oils, which I don't think peanut butter needs. It already has a lot of peanut oil in it. It doesn't need additional sunflower, safflower, or any other seed or grain oils. So on this one, I look at the label on the back. They have been required now to put the calories in very bold print. So that's the dark one that says on this 180 calories for, and then in small print, which you may not be able to see, it says 180 calories for 2 tablespoons. That is the serving size. So that's the other thing that they make a little bit difficult for people to read is the serving size. Then I go down the list. What I'm really looking for would be the ingredient list. And on this, dry roasted organic peanuts and sea salt. Those are the 2 ingredients in this peanut butter. That is very nice for a nice, healthy brand of peanut butter. I'm going to look at something that has just a little bit more in it. My pumpkin seeds are kind of the same thing. It has pumpkin seeds, organic pumpkin seeds, and sea salt. So again, a very clean label, clean product. Really nice to see that. And most of the things that I buy are like that, whether it's the figs, the maple syrup, the coconut oil or coconut or the coconut milk, things like that. It's really coconut milk and water. Sometimes it will have something else in it, especially coconut milk. They like to put a lot of other things in it. I wouldn't even bother with them. It's very hard to find clean almond milk, but you can, and you can find very clean soy milk that's organic soy milk. Simple ingredients, maybe one or two ingredients in it, and otherwise organic and very clean. So let's look at something more complicated. This is a good one. So this one is marinara sauce. I like it because it's something I can use for the moment to make a really tasty, healthy meal with some vegetables that are kind of simmered in it, and I might put a little bit of meat in it. This is marinara sauce. It is a tomato sauce. I want to make sure, because it's tomatoes, that we're looking at an organic product, which is this label, USDA organic. So at least not sprayed with pesticides. Let's go to the label. So this is organic ground tomatoes, which includes organic tomatoes and organic tomato puree and salt. Puree just means it's blended. Organic sauteed onions, organic extra virgin olive oil, organic basil, organic garlic, sea salt, organic black pepper. That is it. There is no preservative in that. other than maybe the salt is a bit of a preservative. And there's no citric acid in it. And citric acid is one of the more common preservatives that you find in canned and bottled processed foods. And I think what I see in my practice is that a lot of people are having trouble with the citric acid, causing them quite a bit of heartburn, especially if it's something that they're eating close to bedtime. Very clean product. Some of the others at Costco are not quite so clean. They have some other preservatives in it. And as long as I guess that doesn't bother you, it would bother both my husband and I, so we don't do that. That would be a more complicated food label to read. This is a good one also. I get this one, again, Kirkland, Costco, organic. It's chicken and it's bone broth. One of the things I love about this bone broth is that it's very high in protein. A serving of it gives me a really hearty serving of protein in my day, which I really need. It's 9 grams of protein here. The other thing is it has low calories, so there's going to be about 45 calories in this. It is low sodium. And then the ingredients are really good with one exception, and I'll read it to you. Organic chicken broth, organic vegetable broth, which is organic carrot, organic celery root, organic onion juice, and less than 2% of organic flavor, natural roasted flavor, salt. So we don't know what organic flavor is. It isn't clear, and they don't have to make it clear because they're saying that they have such a small amount of it, they don't have to report something if it's less than 1% of the product. Okay? So that's a little bit frustrating to have manufacturers be able to get away with putting things in just because it's a small amount of the entire product, but maybe it's enough for somebody to react to it. So if you are, if they don't specifically say that they're gluten-free, which this one doesn't, it does not, those natural flavors could be gluten for all we know. They could be sugar. Maltodextrin, that's a nice sugar they put in that they love to add that. The rest of it is all organic, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, rosemary, and turmeric. So, you know, some other things in it. It's generally very good. Those natural flavors really bother me when I see that. I use it sparingly. So if you have food sensitivities like wheat or gluten, which would be barley and rye also in addition to the wheat. Maybe you're sensitive to corn or soy or, let's just say preservatives, MSG, citric acid, things like that. You're going to be looking for those things in the label. That's why when you see a label and it has only 1, 2, maybe 3 ingredients, it's going to be very easy to read and say, yes, this is something I can have, or no, I'd prefer to look for something else. Any questions, let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.